What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, G-Girl. Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 480 interviews I've done in 4 years. Give this artist a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, I'm booking until October, so make sure you inbox your girl, Jackie Brown, with 2 C's, I-E. So give him a second to get on here, and then we will start this Iccy Show. The next interview is on... in 2 days at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. is the Bible studies. Make sure you tune in. Also, I do the cooking show on Saturdays at 11:30. I'm doing 100 episodes of my cookbook that's coming out next year. So salute to everyone that has support the Iccy Show. Shout out to your boy Custom Clothing Store right there. Go check them out. 4 Railroad Square, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Let them know the Iccy Show sent you for a great discount. So give them a second to get on here, and we're going to start this Iccy Show. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. My condolences to anyone that has lost anyone. And if it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. Let's go. 2022 is a big year. Salute to everyone. When I was in New York, God bless everyone. Thank you for the hospitality. That's what I like. And, you know, Summer Jam, what? Salute to everyone at Summer Jam in New York. It was off the chain. So give him a second to get on here. What's up, Queen? Peace, peace. When you getting back on the Iccy Show? So just give him a second to get on here. It says adding. Here we go.
Yeah, you went right in.
Hey, welcome to the Iccy Show. We got Pslums right here
What's
on the
good?
Iccy Show. How you doing from Boston 617?
I'm good. What's good with you?
Good, good. I like your hat. Looking dope.
I was like, yeah, we was late. I was like, am I doing the right stuff? I didn't know if I was doing something wrong.
No, I
How
just
you
got in
doing?
actually. So I've been traveling. A couple of days ago I was in New York. So you know, just traveling. You know how it is out there with traffic too.
Yeah, I seen you. I sent you a photo shoot the other day. You did a photo shoot, right?
Yes. I did with 86. He did my photo shoot near the water.
Yep,
Salute to him, definitely.
yep, that was nice.
Thank you.
Can you
So
hear me?
let's.
Cause my volume is messed up. Can you hear me good?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. It's kind of low though.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all
Say
over here.
something. Okay, I can
I'm
hear you
I'm
though.
outside, so maybe that's what it is. Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Okay, all right,
It's low.
cool.
It's low though. I can hear you though.
Okay. I'm sorry it's low. I don't know why it's low. It's a high over here. So, well, welcome to the Iccy Show. I appreciate you taking the time. Let's tell everyone a little bit about you, how you started the music industry, and what made you start to get into the music industry.
Basically, like growing up in Boston and stuff, like all my homeboys around my neighborhood, they rap and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I had went to jail or whatever, and then when I got out of jail, after I did some time and stuff, I came down to Florida because my mother and my sister was living out here. And then so I came down here because I had gun charges, coke charge. I wanted to get out the way because I had too many felony charges. So I came down here to do music, and I just started. But it was different because being from Boston and then coming to the South, you know what I'm saying, dealing with different artists, it's a whole different like grind down here than Boston. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It's way different. So coming down here, the reason I came was because I did 6 years in the joint, and then when I got out, my family had already moved before I went to jail. I just never wanted to leave Boston. So then I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. You know what I'm saying? I came out with no probation, no nothing. I said, let me go down here, fuck with my brother and my sisters, and go do the music thing. And then I met my lady, and I had a son down here. You know what I'm saying? I have
okay.
a son in Boston too, a 17-year-old son out there. But I have an 11-year-old son down here. So, because I came out here in 2009 when I got out of jail. And I never looked back. You know what I'm saying? I always go back, do videos in the hood, fuck with niggas and stay tapped in with niggas. But I've been building my life out here, my music career out here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
if that answers the question.
Yes, it definitely does. What how did you get started with Mob Deep?
Well, that came like 7 years ago. I've been down here since 2009. I met Big Noid. He actually was living across the street from me, and I didn't know it. And I went to a show. It was like Prodigy, Havoc, and Big Noid. They was performing in Orlando. It was my birthday, and my girl bought me some tickets in a hotel out there. I went out there, did the show, put my posters around. Then when I got back home, my neighbor was like, "Yo, you know Big Noid lives across the street, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, man, whatever, dude. Big Noid lives across the street. All right, cool, whatever." But then I seen him outside. I'm like, "Yo, that is Big Noid." So then I went and put my CD on his car. And I put a note in there. I was like, "Yo, what's good, bro? I'm a big fan of Mobb Deep." I'm like, "Yo, listen to my music. I want to work with you, wooty woo." So a couple of weeks went by. He hit me up. We took a walk. I told him what I was doing with the music, and then we built a relationship. I've been cool with Noah like 8 years. You feel me? And then, of course, he introduced me to Havoc. That's how I got the video with Havoc and him. It was just like organic. It was like I've been a fan of Mobb Deep since I was 13. I happened to move out to from St. Pete over to Tampa, because I was in St. Pete for a little while, and then it just was a coincidence. He lived across the street. That was crazy. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
That's I feel like, things follow in the direction like a domino effect. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, it's just gonna fall down. And
That's
especially, how hard you're going with the music. It was meant for you to, bump into him and be his neighbor. And do you feel like that was your ground off for your rocket ship as an artist?
as far as like working with the mob.
Yes, like do you think that's when your career started to go higher when you started to work with them? Or do you think
Now I
you are
think that my career started going. I think it started going up before I met Big Noid a little bit, but then I like kind of like I got jammed up down here too. I was locked up in Tampa and Pinellas County for it wasn't nothing like Boston. It was just like 30 days or whatever. But I was fucking with this dude named Forgiato Blow, YMS, and we was already doing things. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to Thomas Jones, NFL running back. So I was already learning the game from him, and so before I met Noid, I was already introduced to the like, but yeah, of course, fucking with Mobb Deep, you're gonna get that official cosign. You feel me? I kind of feel like I came down here and started doing like that hybrid music, working with the down south beat makers and the down south artists like Scrooder and Slugger or whoever, and so I had to adjust to something that I wasn't from, and
right?
then fucking with Mobb Deep kind of brought me back to my roots a little bit. You know what I mean? What I was more comfortable with doing because they was from up north. They from Queensbridge. And then I went out to Philly and I did some shit with Leak Moss from OBH. So that was more comfortable because that's where I come from. The other stuff that I've been doing is just like stuff that nobody in the city's doing. You know what I mean? They're not working with these type of producers, these type of artists. So me getting in the rap game was just different. I don't know, but I just went with the flow type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And started building it one brick at a time. That's what I've been doing since I got out the joint and came down here. Building my family, building my life up, building my music up, not trying to rush, you know what I'm saying? Not really caring, not even really doing it to blow up, honestly.
Right. You're doing it to leave it for your legacy of your children, something for them. If my
Right.
dad can do it, I could do it. It's all positive. That's what I tell everyone. I said, we got to start making a change for our generation, for our children, because if we don't make a change, then they're not going to have anything. We didn't have teachers growing up. We were our teacher and our learner at the same time. I'll be 44 this week coming this weekend. And, I've been through hell and hell water, like survival.
You look
Um,
good for 44 years old.
yeah, like I'm a OG over here. So I've
Okay.
been through hell and hell water, and I've seen a lot of shit. Like, I tell everyone we used to leave our doors unlocked, our windows unlocked. People like, I remember those. Those was, some don't remember that at all. And
What, when you could leave your door unlocked and stuff?
you what?
Yeah, you ain't lying though. Even in the hood, like we left the doors unlocked back in the days. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now you can't do that no more. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the like late '90s and stuff, you could leave your door unlocked because ain't
Yeah,
nobody gonna come up in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
But you,
yeah. I lived in Cambridge, and I remember leaving our doors, Fifth Ave, Gore Street, like for real on the east side of Cambridge, and now it's like, no, double lock, make sure it's locked. Yo, you check that door, make sure it's locked, double lock, you know. So I see you
Where's that at? Where's the east side of Cambridge?
near the Galleria Mall.
Okay, I used to live in Columbia Terrace for like a couple of years
You
before I
look
moved to
familiar, but I
Dorchester.
don't know if you lived. I have cousins that are out there. You know Tim Toomey, the mayor that was out there.
This was a minute ago, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
That's my
We're talking
uncle.
about,
Tim Toomey used to be the mayor of Cambridge. That's my uncle.
okay.
Yeah, so
I was
I
too
have,
small to know the mayor. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I know
So
Mayor Menino from Boston. You feel
right,
me?
right. I miss him. R.I.P. He was a great mayor. Like, you know, he
Right.
really deserved an award being a great mayor. I must say that.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, do you have a manager right now?
Not really. I'm kind of been doing my thing the whole time, like without a manager. But I do got somebody who's trying to manage me. Jesse James. He's out of Atlanta. Like I said, when I was running around with Forgiato Blow, he was managing Forgiato, and
Okay.
he was working for Thomas Jones, the NFL running back. They had a label called IME, Independently Major. So he. If you go on his page, it says he manages me, but I'm really still managing myself. But he is my manager.
Okay, okay.
So
If you were
yeah.
to get a so if there's a manager tuning in right now, and you know that gave you the right contract that you were looking for, would you take it?
I don't know. I can't call it. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Most likely, I don't know. It just depends. But like, I've been able to do a lot of stuff on my own. You feel me?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing. But like, well, I can't say on my own because there's people that play a part in this. But what I mean by on my own is like no label, no manager. But there's definitely people who, you know what I'm saying, hey, yo, I think you should fuck with such and such. I think, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give them credit. But like, I'm getting ready to go to London. You know what I'm saying? No manager, no record deal. I'm about to go over there, get paid, do some music videos, and do some workout in Edinburgh and Gatwick and with no deal. So, I mean, it would have to make sense. You feel me?
Right, right. So he is willing to travel long as the rate is there and perform outside of the country. So that's major. A lot of artists can't do that or won't do that. So anybody that's tuning in that's looking for an overseas show, make sure you link with this man. He's doing some big noise out in the music industry. When's your next video coming out?
We actually got a video tomorrow that we're doing. The rider video. We got Fari's gonna fly out from Boston tomorrow about 2 o'clock. I got Sean Tuff coming down from Orlando. Um, but yeah, just to touch on that, like I done performed everywhere in Tampa, everywhere in St. Pete, like Gasoline Alley, Club Scene, Element. I just went out to San Antonio and did a show with Big Noy from Mobb Deep. You know, I fuck with him. So it's like, but this going overseas is just gonna be different. You feel me? Because I'm getting paid for one, and for two, like I said, I don't have a manager, I don't have a deal. I'm putting this all together myself, so it feels good to do that. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. That's self-made. Definitely. That's amazing. And to still survive after the corona as an artist and keep on going as hard as you are. A lot of artists, you know, they got frightened during the corona, you know, or after the corona, you know, it's been 2 years, you know, it's not gonna go away. But a lot of
Right.
artists, you know, they're scared to go to studios, which I don't blame them. But what I tell artists is, you know, take a sandwich bag and put it over the mic. They have covers for the mics, as long as you know the size to keep yourself safe. Has it affect you in any way? I see you didn't stop at all.
I've been doing a lot of videos and recording and networking. Like you gotta think like me and Fari X, Sean Tuff, we're doing the video tomorrow. We never met each other before until tomorrow, the actual video.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So we've been working through the COVID, you feel me? And
Yes.
we putting a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I got some songs coming out with Man Terror too, 2 records. Like so a lot of things is able to happen through we got technology, you feel me? And then we put everything else together. So it has been tough. I can't deny it, but I'm a hustler. So at the end of the day, I like that it's like this because then it's gonna show who could really maneuver when shit get tough. You feel me?
Yes, definitely.
Because there
She
is
said
no
she's your
shows.
manager. She goes, yeah, I manage him. LOL.
You should be my manager, right?
Yes, yes. I see her. I see you, Queen. You're doing your thing with the the sexy video she just came out with her song. Yo, that shit's dope. Actually, salute to
Right.
her. Um, I hope to get her one day on the Iccy Show. Our timing hasn't worked out, but I salute to her. I love it because when she's out there, I see her. She got the body for it. She got the voice for it. So gentlemen out there paying attention, go check
Yeah,
out
paid
her
it.
music. She's doing some big things, and you just heard she's gonna be in the music video tomorrow. They never met. That's real connection in this music industry. They never met, but here they are. She's flying out to a different state to go be in a
But you know
music
what's that's my fault. I didn't want to cut you off, but we've been chopping it up on the phone, and she knows people that I know. You feel me?
video.
Like people that I've known for more than 20 years, and she has known for more than 20 years. We have mutual friends, so it was like easy, like, and then getting on the phone chopping it up with her. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we never met, but it's definitely organic. But she know people that I know. She from Boston. I'm from Boston, so it was easy. You know.
Definitely,
My bad. I
definitely.
didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. It's okay. Definitely. If you, where would you like to see yourself in the next year in this industry? What would you like to accomplish?
Shit, I'm really just focused on branding myself. I want to get some merchandise, like some shirts and stuff. I'm really just trying to stay relevant and really like keep my label going. Cause I want to manage my little brother when he gets out of jail. I got my blood brothers coming home soon. He's been down. He's doing 8 years. He's been down almost 7, and he
Oh
could
wow.
rap too. He got some videos on YouTube and stuff like that. But he been down almost 7 years. We got the same mother. He's writing books and he's a rapper. So when I'm done rapping, I really want to just like co-sign him and push him. You feel me?
Yeah, that's amazing. Definitely. Especially, coming out, a lot of people don't want to give those people an opportunity. They get judged a lot. And I'm for the people in the jail. So shout out to the jails. The Icy Show
What
supports
you
you guys.
say?
I said, shout out to the jails because the Icy Show supports the jails, and a lot of people don't want to give the people that are coming out of jail an opportunity, because they think they're just dick riding or they're just jumping on this person, but in reality, they need a chance. And anyone that's in jail right now, the Icy Show supports you no matter if you're guilty or not. You got someone to ride a kite. I got you. I know a lot of people that are inside, and a kite goes a long way. That people are serving jail, and people don't understand. That's a mental, that's something mental that they need. That little kite that you send to them is major. If you can't go visit them, at least you write that kite. And a lot of family forget about the people that are inside, and it breaks my heart because they're human beings and they get treated like animals inside.
Hey,
And
that's how it goes too. They
yeah,
forget about you when you go to jail.
yeah, it's true. It's true. I know a lot of people that are serving, never coming home, and their family just let go of them, and it's sad because you that makes that makes you want to think. Now it's mental that no one wants to give a fuck about them, but now it's like they start to go crazy in their minds, especially being inside a little room, and that's crazy. It's just really nuts. And I don't know. I think the law should be a lot different. I think the the jails wouldn't be as crowded if certain things that they put people away, I think, is nonsense. I think it should just
You
become
put me in that. You put me in that jail mind now. Hey, but cause my best friend's going for sentencing in like a few days now in the feds. My
oh,
boy Snacks and stuff. He got sentencing like on his birthday. His birthday's this month. Like, I think it's the 21st or the 22nd, and he's going to be sentenced into feds, either 60 to 78 months. So it's like now we're talking jail. You got me thinking about that because
yeah,
we right there. We right up on it. You feel me?
right, right. So anyone that knows
Like a
anybody
week.
inside the jails, make sure you write that kite. That's all I'm saying. That's major. It's a mental. When they get that letter, that's really like showing love to them, and it opens their brain. You know what I'm saying? So,
Keep
uh,
them attached to the world, so they don't think that people they got lost in the system. You
Right.
feel me? Answer that phone call, send that letter off, send even if it's $20, even if they, they figure it out. You feel me?
$20 can double it, whatever the case may be. But that it's important. It really is. I know a lot of people that's been in and their family just let go, and they'll reach out to me and they'll be like, "Yo, send me a kite," and I'm like, "I got you." It's just a mental thing that everybody needs if you're inside. So,
And
um,
that's crazy because if you grew up, if you're a male growing up in Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, and you really in the streets, you're gonna experience jail. If you're from the trenches of Boston, not you know what I'm saying? In them three boroughs, if you really off the porch, you're gonna go to jail. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? That's why. But you know, once you bump your head and you figure out, I can't move like that. I got to move like this. And if not, some dudes never learn. You feel me?
and it's
Just
better
depends
to
what you
move
could
away
take
from Boston, and I'm not saying I
from
hate Boston.
anywhere that you're from.
Right,
Feel me?
exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. Because
There's dudes down here in Tampa that want to move away because they're from here. It ain't good for them. You feel me?
Mhm.
But I love it because I'm not from here.
Right. So you keep on doing it. What's the best advice you've been given during your career?
Create your own breaks. That's what. That's somebody who's doing very well. He made about 400,000 off of Spotify streams last year, and he told me that years ago. I'm not gonna say who it was, but he was like, "You create your own breaks." You feel me? If you really want something, you got to make it happen, cause it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's it.
Definitely, definitely. Would you like to do a documentary of yourself, from your career started until where you're at now in the future?
You never know. The journey's not over yet. I told you we about to be lit tomorrow. We about to do the video for Ryder with Fari X and Sean Tuff. Then I'm going to London, and then I'm coming back. It's gonna get even crazier. So I mean, yeah, probably, but I don't think right now because I'm still in the moment. You feel me? I'm still going right now. I'm right now. I can't. I'm just focused on what I got in front of me. You feel me?
Definitely, definitely. Um, if you could pick one feature with somebody could be in the industry or not in the industry, who would it be?
There's a feature that I want to do real is a Boosie.
Boosie?
Yep. Because he's a universal street nigga. He appeals to the north and the south. And he's dope. You feel me? And I like his story. So I would fuck with Boosie.
Yeah,
Feel me?
that's dope.
He's an A-level artist, but he's still a street cat. You feel me?
Right, right. Are you for the drill music or you're not for the drill music?
I don't feel it.
Me
I
either.
don't feel it like, I don't feel like when they be dissing dead people or they be they be talking crazy like that. But like I ain't against them rapping and doing their thing, but that's the shit that I don't like how they be dissing each other and stuff. You feel me?
Right,
Like once somebody dies, they're laughing, they're all on the internet talking crazy. I don't feel that.
right,
Or the
right.
diss song. I want them to make some real songs. Like why you can't make a street banger without talking about this dead nigga or this nigga you want to shoot or like shit like that.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like, the younger artists that are passing away, gun violence and stuff like that. I feel like, if you want, I understand everybody wants the younger generation to listen to the music, but what do you think they're gonna do? They get uproar. Like, if you're going to a game, you hear that music, you get amped at the game. Oh, the Celtics are coming, the Bruins are coming. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all the killing that all these the drill music's about the killing, 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 and it's like
Yeah,
less about the killing, more about teaching. Not really people are talking
right.
about the corona, not talking about other things, but they should in the music because that's what we're dealing with. And being a kid wearing a mask all the time, we didn't have to do that. So rap about stuff that these kids are dealing with, so they cling to it and not talk about the killing all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think that the artists, I don't judge anyone out there, so don't get it wrong, but I do
Right.
deal with a lot of artists, and I'm always saying, change up your music. If you're talking about killing all the time, that's not gonna last. Look at the 80s music. The 80s music always survives. I always say this. 80s music always survives. You go to a wedding, you go to a baby shower, you go to some event, you're gonna always hear some type of 80s music. Bring that back. We're the generation to bring
Yeah.
that back, and the people don't understand that.
Because I think like the old music, like Beanie Siegel, Mobb Deep, it don't matter what it is. It could be Mary J. Blige. It could be anything from the golden era, the '90s. They was talking street stuff, but they wasn't dissing dead people. They wasn't doing all this disrespectful shit. It was real shit and real stories of their real life. But they wasn't like getting crazy with it. You know what I mean? When they was talking shit about each other, the people were alive. I never seen them dissing after they died. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And that's
Yeah.
because those are legends that started this industry, really kicked it off for the hip hop industry. Um, you know, that's why I talk about. I tell people, Wu Tang, pay attention to Wu Tang. They're one of the first around in the hip hop, and people are like, oh, but they're not. You're not really hearing. They're on tour this year. How you not really hearing about them? They're on tour this summer. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
just people are
You
how
see,
they go ahead.
50 Cent is over in London with Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks. You seen that, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, they're all over there. Like the OG niggas is over there. You feel
yes.
me? But go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, it's okay. No, I know my boy has a song with 50 Cent that just came out, I think last week, but it was older. And we were talking about that. The OGs they're spreading, but they're still surviving, and they're still doing, shows out there. And people think they're just not there. And it's sad because like I said, that drill music is not where it's at. Like for real
Nah.
people. I like your music because it's a variety. How you can go up and down. You don't just stay at the same melody. With your music, that's what I like about it. What is your favorite song you have written and either did a music video for or performed?
I don't know. I think Let It Bang is a good one. I like Let It Bang. It just depends cause like I do a lot of singles and I like to do the visuals. So it just depends how I felt at that time. And I think Let It Bang, however I felt at that moment, was a good one. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you. Definitely, definitely. Where can they purchase your merchandise? I know you have merch out there.
You could go get my music like on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that. I got it out through DistroKid and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't have any merch like no clothes or nothing right now, but I'm coming with that. I actually do have it, but I didn't like I have the designs and everything, but I didn't put it out yet. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
But you could definitely go buy the singles, any single you want, for $1.29 on Spotify or Apple Music, Tidal, or all those streaming platforms. Um, yeah, Pslums, the real Pslums on Instagram, Paul Pslums Medina on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I should. That's the crazy thing. I've been doing this. You gotta understand. I've been doing the music and stuff. I got an EP on my mixtapes too. But I just started getting the business down pat a little over a year ago. Even though I've been rapping for a little since I came home, but that's different between rapping and getting this business together. So now I'm getting the business together. I got all my business in order, like my BMI, my distro kid, my this, my that. You know what I'm saying? All my shit's coming together. I'm selling NFTs. I already like tested the waters with that. So, but I'm just like learning the business part right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to be a learner and a teacher to yourself because then you're getting the best advice and doing it right instead of someone telling you the wrong advice and then you fucking up.
Right.
And then you be like, damn, why'd you tell me that? But those are haters, man. You gotta watch out for the
The
haters
haters.
too. They'll be telling you one thing and then they'll be fucking up your whole career telling you one thing that wasn't even true. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I done had that happen two times already. Which you could go in a different direction, especially if you don't got no manager and you're just doing like a renegade artist like me. You feel me? Like I
Right.
done been derailed, and when I was focused, and then I fumbled the ball because I let somebody get in my head. I wasn't like strong enough as an artist to really know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's easy to get distracted doing this music. You feel me?
Right,
Get a
right.
little bit of, yeah, it's hard.
She said to call her. She said she has to get ready for tomorrow, and she said call me.
I hear you. She's ready.
She's ready. She if she could
It's a
get on the plane
movie.
tonight, she'd be
I'm
jumping
over
on
here
that
getting.
plane tonight. Go stay at the airport. Airport. They probably have an earlier flight for you, Queen.
Okay.
Safe
Right.
travels to you, Queen. Be alert too. You know, there's some crazy things happening. My friend's daughter got kidnapped a couple weeks ago in Massachusetts. She was missing for 6 days. So be real careful out there.
They got her
Anybody
back
around
though?
there? Huh?
She came back home?
Yeah, the grandmother had her,
It's
but
crazy.
without will. You know what I'm saying? So it was a kidnapping. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful. You never know. Your own family could be hating on you, and you don't even know that.
Family hater. Everybody's a hater. You know that. You need the
Definitely.
haters. You
Yes.
feel me? I've been, I smoked 2 blunts since we've been on the show.
Damn,
Yeah.
I
I
got
got
mine
a,
still waiting over here. I didn't know you were smoking. I didn't want to. I started smoking again. Everybody's gonna know, but I started smoking, guys, again. So I
right.
don't get judged on here. Someone's gonna be like, "Yo, you said you weren't smoking." No, I'm smoking again, unfortunately, but not as much as I was. I was smoking a half ounce a day.
Right. Hey, as long as it's all good for the show, you feel me?
Definitely, definitely. Oh, uh, would you? How many songs you think you have out there, approximately altogether?
Shit, that's hard to say. But I know on Spotify, which I told you I just started getting on Spotify in 2021, I got at least 22 or 23 songs on Spotify.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, and that's in less than 1 year I put them on there.
So, do you plan on
So I
doing
got a
like?
lot of songs. It's just a
Sorry.
scattered shower. You feel me?
Right, right. Do you think you're gonna drop a music video every month? Is that something you like? Is what your
Nah,
goal is?
not right now. I think after this video tomorrow, I'm just gonna focus on going to London and doing this these shows and getting paid out there and seeing what's going on. I got enough visuals. You feel me? If anything, I need to lock in the studio and just bang out records. And you know what I'm saying? Push this right here. After we do this video tomorrow, we're gonna push this. I'm gonna go to London and do my thing, and then I'm gonna just start making records and holding on to them for a little bit to the
Definitely,
winter,
definitely.
like to the winter time.
Do you have any stripper music out there that you think?
I, I do. I got a song called Bounce. It's featuring Chris Dahl. It's a strip club song. It got
Okay.
like 5,000 plays on YouTube.
So, do you ever tell that? Like, do you ever go to the strip club?
I used to go to the strip club a lot, but I ain't been on it lately.
I
I
feel you.
used
I
to
feel
hang
you,
out. I used to be in the casino and in the strip clubs all the time, but that was fucking my money up. I had to get. That's why I say from being an unfocused artist and focusing, especially like living in Florida. You feel me? You see me? I'm over here getting nice. It's beautiful out. It's women. I could go to the strip club right now, but it's like you'll fuck your bag up and won't get the music done if you do that. You
right.
feel me? But I do got
Everything
strip clubs
make.
songs.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
No, I got like 2 or 3 strip club songs, and like I'll go to the strip club if I'm performing or supposed to be there. You feel me?
Right.
If not, I've been falling back.
Are you close to Jacksonville, Florida?
I think I'm not sure about that. I'm in Tampa. I think it's like 2.5 hours away or something.
My boy's out there. He does a lot of shows out there in Jacksonville, Florida.
Miami's almost 4 hours too.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
I drove down there. I think we go through. You got to go through Jacksonville, I believe. I know when I drove from Boston down here, and we went through Georgia. We went through Jacksonville. I don't
Yeah,
remember. You feel me?
you do. You go to Jacksonville because Jacksonville's right where Florida starts, and then you go down. Um, so
Okay.
next time I'm in Florida, I'm gonna hit you up. Be like, I'm in
Yeah,
Florida.
you got to come to Tampa or Orlando or St. Pete or something like that, or whatever. I'll go down to Miami, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, what could you tell the younger generation that would help them stay focused in this industry?
The younger generation gotta they gotta focus on becoming especially a lot of the young dudes in Boston right now. There's a lot of them that's buzzing right now doing numbers, and they need to become real artists. You feel me? Some of them do got managers, cause I hollered at a couple of them, but I think the younger generation needs to just focus on being artists, man, and stop trying to like they trying to live what they rapping. You feel me?
Right.
They running around the city trying to do this and do that, and then go to the studio, and they got to learn how to just go to the studio and make records.
Right.
Right.
Definitely. That's good. What he just told you guys. So pay attention. He's a big artist. He's been doing this for a long time. Um, I like how you didn't stop. You came out, you started back on your grind, and that's important. You also have a song that came off, right?
I do. It's called The Plug. We did that like that song's like 4 years old, but yeah, came off. I got a record with him with Mossberg Swerve. I've been knowing Mafia. I told you since we was like 14. Feel
Long
me? When
time.
I lived on Morton Street in back of Chevu, and he lived on over there over by Wilcox. And we went to Charlestown High. Then we was in jail together too. You know what I mean? We was locked up together. So I've been knowing Mafia my whole life. So and that record is a dope record. That's an 808 Mafia beat, Southside beat. That record's still fire.
Go check it
I
out. Go
think
check
so.
it out. Go check
And
out
you
the.
asked me about which records is one of my best records. That might be one of them, but I just didn't talk about that record. That's a
Uh,
dope record.
I'm gonna check it. I actually I heard of it actually. The one you have with Moth. I used to play it a lot actually. You just don't know.
Yeah, that beat's fire, yo. And then Mafia came off. I went off, and Swerve did his thing. That's a dope
Yeah,
record.
yeah, that's a
We
good
were
record.
supposed. I came to Boston to do the video, but Mafia had got bagged, so we didn't never got the video done at that time. Yeah,
Uh,
but then it is what it is. But it's still a
hey,
dope record.
hey, it's never too late when you come back to Boston. Link with him. He's out, so you guys could get that
I
done.
seen that. I seen that. I seen him on. I don't know. Was it your show or somebody else's show? He did an interview recently.
Oh, that was not mine. I just shared his old interview. That was with somebody. I forget the name, but yeah, he was with somebody. A video guy
The
when he
one
came
that you
out.
did with him 2 years ago popped up on your Facebook today.
Yes, on today.
That popped up. Yeah, it popped up on my Facebook and my feed.
Oh, was it today or a couple weeks
It
ago?
was today. I think it was you
Oh,
did it. Yeah, it said like 2 years ago today. You interviewed K Mafia.
yes, yes.
Right.
That's crazy. And then I just
That's
did you
crazy.
2 years later. See that? You see how the industry works? Salute.
Mhm.
Is there any shout out you would like to give to anybody?
Yeah. Shout out everybody that's fucking with me, man. Shout out Farishi coming out here to do the video. Shout out Man Terror, man, because he did some real shit. You know what I'm saying? He jumped on 2 records with me. Didn't like, what I mean? It was nothing. It wasn't like nothing. He was like, send it over. Hopped on him and he killed him. So shout out Man Terror for sure. Feel me?
Wise guys, baby. If you don't know about the wise guys, they are Boston. They stick up for Boston. So go do your research. If you don't know who the wise guys are, shout out to Mantera. They won the Iccy Show 2 years ago, right before the corona started. All of them came out, show me love. Much love and respect to them. I want to see them get an award. Well deserved. How they, kept
They're
Boston at.
legendary.
I'm sorry.
They're legends.
Yeah, they're legends.
Fucking Antonio Saldi, E.
Yeah,
Devious. Come on,
all
man. I grew up. When I was small, I used to watch them growing up. Like living in Dorchester, Wainwright Park, I see E. Devious all the time on the porch getting his hair braided. Benzino coming to the hood to play ball. His mom's lived right next to my house off of Wells Ave. Like, so, the Made Men movement was dope to see them, how they went from that being like a little kid, like, damn, we actually think that I actually watched them go from this to that. You feel me?
yeah,
All when they came out with the silver Benzes with the Made Men on it, right?
yeah.
That was something to see as a kid, like, yo, that's dope.
Yes, yes. Especially coming from your hood, you see these legends coming out, and it's like they didn't stop. They kept on going matter. They kept on going no matter what was in their blockage. They kept on going. And that's what I love. You know, if you're really in this industry, like I never stopped doing my interviews. I used to do my interviews face to face, and I would only do it face to face. When Corona came around, you know, you'll see a couple of my interviews, like I was struggling because every time I went to live, it wasn't doing it. I tried a couple of websites. Someone was hacking my stuff. Every time I went live, they would interfere, wouldn't let the guests come on here. It was a big mess, but I kept on
Oh
going.
yeah, they was trying to jump in.
Yeah, shout out to the haters though, because
Right.
you know what? I'm on
I
cable TV.
watched I watched the Mighty Mystic interview. I watched
Yes.
one that you did with some dude out of LA. And then I went and looked him up and stuff. It was a guy, he had like clothing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Loke.
Rocket, something Rocket.
Loke.
Rocket Loke. I watched that joint. I watched that. I watched a few of them.
I
It was
appreciate you.
nice. Yep.
Definitely, I appreciate you. I had Smokey the Bandit from Mo Thugs out here in Boston 2 years ago. I flew him out here. He was out here for a week. We were in a movie. We were in a video. I took him to New York. I got him in some stuff out there. So, you know, I'm about networking. You know, if you're not
Right.
on the same page like I am, then I'm gonna keep passing. But you
Right.
know, I used to be on DBN TV in Springfield every Wednesday. DJ Coalition. Shout out to Farrah Bacon and Legal Mob Entertainment's on here. That's
Okay.
Vega Dawn's manager from Wu Tang. She's on here right now, so get it with her too because she has a radio station and you can submit your music to her, Slums, so you can get it played. She does a
I'll
lot
be
of shows.
watching your cooking stuff too.
Thank you.
I see you cooking up there.
Yo, I
You
love
got a
to cook.
cooking, you got
Though. I
like the
love it.
cooking channel, right?
Yes, you got the cooking
Yeah,
channel, you got the Bible studies, you got the Iccy Show. You know, we're so
right.
icy. We cover every aspect in this industry.
So icy. Thanks.
Well, I
I'm
appreciate
fading.
you, Pslums. Give your shout outs, give them all the information where they can find you, where they can book you. Make sure you book this man, you guys. He's going to London to have a show. What artist do you know that is doing that right now? That is keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. So salute to you. I appreciate it. You putting Boston on the map. That's why I keep on going. You know, people, every time I was on a red carpet, I got an award in New York last year. And all I kept repping, I was hosting it in Jamaica, Queens. I'll never forget this. They're like, "Do you know where you are?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You shouting out Boston. You're in New York." I'm like, "Yeah, Boston's where I'm from. I'm always gonna put Boston on the map. That's what
Straight
I
up.
do." Boston 617. Shout out to everyone. Keep on grinding. Keep on doing it. Don't let no one stop you. And hi
Hey, you know
haters.
what?
Let's go.
My bad. I was gonna say I got that record out right now with Big Noise. We don't fuck around. It's produced by Rick Rude from Infamous Mob. So and I'm doing a remix with Man Terror to that record with Big Noise, and it's produced like I said by Rick Rude. You know what I'm saying? So
All right,
that
cool.
record's dope. I didn't mention it, so I wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, this is your show right now. Tell whatever you want to bring up. This is your opportunity right now.
Yeah, that's a single right now that I'm pushing until we drop this record right here. Is We Don't Fuck Around with Big Noise. That's a
All
good.
right,
It's
all right.
I got it on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. There's a video out on YouTube, so go check that out.
Check it out. Check it out. Make sure you show support. Share it. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Check it
And
out.
when you coming to Boston again?
We're gonna see after I go to London what's gonna happen.
Hey,
You
maybe you
feel
get
me?
signed
And
out
when I
there.
come to Boston, though, I usually come to Boston in January and February. Not to throw that out there, but that's I like to come to Boston when it's cold and stuff. You feel me?
That's snow. That's the most snowiest. January, February in Boston is the most snowiest that time.
I like that weather. I like that December, January, that cold weather.
Yeah, I understand that. I like the Christmas lights. That's the only thing I like at that
You see,
time.
you go see the video with me and Lee Moss when I came to my hood, and then I went to Philly. We got jackets on. It's cold outside.
Oh yeah, I seen that one actually. Yeah, I remember that. Where's the best show you ever performed that you had the best support from the crowd?
Atlanta, Club Underground. That's the best show I ever did. They showed the most love. that, you know, show a lot of love. You know, pull their cell phones out, take pictures and all that. San Antonio was love too, though. I ain't gonna lie, but I think Atlanta number one.
All right, cool, cool. Have you ever messed up, like, by the crowd going crazy, and then you're about to do your lyrics, but you're into like everyone go woohoo, like screaming and stuff? Have you ever messed up your lyrics, or got off key because of the so much love?
Now, you know, sometimes I don't know, cause it just depends. Like, nah, that don't really happen. But when we went to San Antonio, I kind of got nervous. You feel me? Because it's like you're opening up for Big Noyd. He's a legend, even though that's my boy and stuff. It's like, all right, this is real. We're in Texas. You ain't never been here. You gotta all these other artists that's from Texas just perform. I
Right.
gotta go there and get it lit. So Big Noyd, it didn't know it went in there and smashed it. But I did my thing. It was dope. Noyd was like, man, you thinking too much, man. Get on the stage and do your thing. So I went on there, did my thing. It was all love. Texas was dope. It's on
Yeah.
YouTube, the show, the
Go
performance and
check it out.
everything.
Check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, you can go check it out.
I was supposed to go to Texas this June, but the movie I'm supposed to be in, the director has COVID, but he's so weak that he's still healing from it. It's been like 2 months. So I'll be going out there, but it will be my first time. I'm looking forward to going to Texas.
What part you going to?
I believe it's Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to Arkansas and Houston.
Houston's probably the most lit spot right now in Texas, so, especially for
Yeah.
hip hop. Yeah,
I'm
Houston. They got
I'm
Sauce
gonna have
Walker out there. They got, you know what I'm saying? Sauce Walker got that shit going crazy.
yeah.
Him and his
Every
little team out there.
I look forward. I've never been to, I've been to Las Vegas, but I never been anywhere else. Um, and they had the best weed when I was in Vegas. The Cali weed, but the Cali weed that I had then and now is totally different. It's not the same.
You saying you love that Vegas is dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Vegas is dope. I
Vegas
had
is
a great
dope.
time. I was there for my birthday. I had a blast. A blast from the past, they say.
Blast from the past. Yo, I've been to Vegas, man. I never performed out there, but I went out there just to chill, and that shit was dope. Hell yeah, that's dope.
Definitely, definitely. So this is Pslums from Boston 617 on the Iccy Show right now. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know. Go check out all your go check out all his videos. Go check out his music. I'm telling you, if you need a feature, his prices are reasonable. So don't sleep on him, artists. Do your research. You'll see all his work out there. I'm telling you, amazing work. He has amazing work with legends out there. So salute to you, Pslums. Let them know.
Yeah, they could hit me up under P Slums on like I said, the real P Slums on Instagram or Paul P Slums Medina on Facebook. Um, Look me up on YouTube under P Slums or Google it. You feel me? But the main thing is just hit me up on Instagram at the real P Slums, and I'll answer all the time. You feel me?
Is there any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Nah, we did the shout outs. We
I
already did it.
I
Huh?
appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show, Pslums. I look forward to seeing that new video when it comes out. Tag my page when it does come out. Anytime you need an interview, I got you. Anything you need to promote, just inbox me, let me know so I can have my assistant let it go through on my page. And I appreciate you taking the time and have a blessed evening.
I appreciate you too. You feel me?
Peace, love, and respect to everyone. And I appreciate you definitely.
Hope
Peace,
I
love.
was clear. You could hear me good, right?
Yeah, I could hear you definitely. I'm just sorry about this horn honking in the back, but I definitely could hear you, and I hope you got to hear me.
Yeah, you have a
This
good
is
one.
interview 480 interviews I've done in 4 years, not including when I was a host on DBN. Shout out to everyone that has been on my Iccy Show. 4 years we've been doing this straight. So I appreciate you, P Slums. Go check out that artist. He's doing major moves. If you want him to be a feature, his price is reasonable. Book him for your next show. He travels out of the country. That's major for an artist to
Yo,
do.
just hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. The real P Slums, Paul P Slums Medina on Facebook. You know what I'm
Safe
saying? Hit my DM. I'm gonna answer.
safe travels to London too.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that passport right now. I put in for that. Once that comes through, it's over with. I'm out there.
Yeah, that's. I heard it's a delay on passports, so hopefully you
Mhm.
get that soon.
I had to, yeah, I did the expedited joint. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
my
I should get it sometime. Hopefully. But
definitely.
yeah, it was good being on your show.
Thank you. I appreciate you. It's your girl G Girl. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, I'm booking until October. So inbox your girl Jackie Brown with two C's, I.E. Brown. This is interview 480 interviews I've done. And have a blessed night. And someone said to pray for my friend there in the hospital. Shout out to Jose. God bless your friend. Shout out to Quincy. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Thank you, Queen Miss Miller. I appreciate you. Justin, Des, Salute, Guy. Thank you, Guy, for putting this Iccy Show interview together. Have a blessed night, everyone. God bless. Free the jizz. Let's go.